And you got junky cars. So I guess it's the white man's problem because you got junky cars in front of you. Nobody ain't told you don't take proper maintenance on your vehicle and stop getting them people that don't know how to fix cars to fix your car. So I guess that's the white man's problem too, because you got a junky car and you don't keep proper maintenance on it. That's not the white man's, the white man didn't come and junk up your car and then you riding around. So when you riding around with no insurance and you're driving around and you hit somebody, and then you get tickets and go to jail and got to pay fines and fees the damage. So I guess that was the white man too. Because you're breaking the law. You need to have car insurance. So that's the white man keeping you down because you didn't want to pay for insurance that you legally supposed to have? No. That was your dumb ass for not having insurance. Because if you can't afford insurance, then you don't need no car. If you ain't got no job, you don't need no car, and you don't need to be riding around endangering people. But everybody want to blame the white people for doing it. No, it's your ass.
Black people, like any other group, has the power to shape their own destiny. We can do this through strategic actions, through unity, through self-reliance, through community building. Not all day we'll keep on blaming white people. Okay? I've said that because there is a video I'm going to show you. It's a black American or black man saying that don't blame white people in everything. Yeah, as a black person, you don't have to blame black people. Or as a black person, you don't have to blame white people. Okay? He has gone on and on talking about issues that is affecting black people and is not related to white people. Okay? I agree with him and I don't agree with him. I've said those two choices because I want you to watch this video and then tell me in the comment section, do you agree with him? But personally, he has some points. And where there is points, we must agree. Where there's no points, we'll see how we will cope up with it. But at the end of the day, I think each and every problem that black people are facing, it's in one way or the other, it's connected to the white supremacy or the white people. Even if we talk about black people leaving their kids, black people leaving families, or a black man give birth to a child and he leaves the family. This was not thing of black culture, but because we are copying white culture, Western influence, I think it's connected, When you talk about black people not, maybe some of them being lazy, not working, I don't think there is black people or black person who is lazy, but I think the situation, the oppression, the economic inequalities and things that is surrounding you to get that dollar, it's tough. So I think let's listen to him and then we will talk about it.
Hello, how y'all doing? The video I'm about to make right now might be very controversial, might even get banned, or might even get me ostracized or banned from my own race. But it needs to be said. Black people need to stop blaming white people for their downfall. You heard this? I'm going to say it again. Black people need to stop blaming white people for their downfall. I might be called the Uncle Tom, but I don't care. Because I'm about to hit y'all with some real information here that a lot of people don't sit there and pay attention. So I'm about to let it be known. And I'm going to quote some obvious things. Everybody wants to complain and they wants to blame the white man because they can't make it. Let's start on with the neighborhoods. If you go in the hood and you got trash all in your yard, so I guess the white man put that trash in your yard. So think about that. So that's what it is, because your yard is all trashy and unkept. I guess the white man did that, huh? I guess the white man came from their neighborhood and threw all their trash in your yard, and they added a grass grow and made your grass grow. So, because I just want to know, just because you live in the hood doesn't mean your yard need to be trashy and unkept. But most people want to blame, black people want to blame that on the white man. Like the white man didn't come down from the sub or wherever he stays to put trash in your neighbor, in the front of your yard. Think about it. Did they come to think that? No. That's your problem. You need to take care of your yard. Stop bringing property value down. Another thing, if you got junky cars, so I guess it's the white man's problem because you got junky cars in front of you. Nobody ain't told you don't take proper maintenance on your vehicle, and stop getting them people that don't know how to fix cars to fix your car. So I guess that's the white man's problem too, because you got a junky car and you don't keep proper maintenance on it. That's not the white man's, the white man didn't come and junk up your car and then you riding around. So when you're riding around with no insurance and you're driving around and you hit somebody, and then you get tickets and go to jail and got to pay fines and fees the damage. So I guess that was the white man too, because you're breaking the law. You need to have car insurance. So that's the white man keeping you down because you didn't want to pay for insurance that you legally supposed to have? No, that was your dumb ass for not having insurance. Because if you can't afford insurance, then you don't need no car. If you ain't got no job, you don't need no car, and you don't need to be riding around endangering people. But everybody want to blame the white people for doing it. No, it's your ass. It's your ass for not keeping your yard clean. It's your ass because the yard is trash and you got a junky car. And then when the house fall apart, that's the white man's problem too? No, it's a job to fix all this. Okay? When you go to work, so when you got a job and you go to work high, drunk, and stumbling, and they want to do a random drug test on you. It's not random. Because if they could smell marijuana and weed on you, you are stumbling, eyes red, look like and you smelling like alcohol, like you just not came out the bar. Why wouldn't they alcohol test you and drug test you? Especially if you working in a refinery, a plant, around heavy machinery where you could cause other people to get hurt because you decide to come to work drunk and high. But some us black people want to blame the white man because they drug test them. Hell yeah. Why would they want one person to cost them millions of dollars? It has nothing to do with race. Your dumb ass is high and you got drunk before you came to work. You want to get mad at your white manager or your white supervisor because he wants to drug test you? He is trying to protect the company. That is his job, to make sure the work get out at a reasonable time, not have people that's trying to hinder the job and cause bodily and physical harm to the company and other people. So I guess that's the white man for drug testing you. So when you get on child support and you make babies, so you get mad at the female because she's been brainwashed by the man for putting you on child support. No! When you make babies, you take care of them. Whoever said you're gonna make you? I want to know what kind of ridiculous mindset you have. If you make babies, you take care of them. You pay 25% of your income. That's what happens. If you don't have a job, you go to jail. Because know why? Why they shouldn't have to be in, somebody should never be trying to force you to take care of your children. Think about that. They had to create laws. Now this is going on every man, not just the black man. They had to create laws to make men take care of their children. That is bad. There should not be a law for you to do your part. But, okay. So when you get on child support, you're mad. Oh, you letting the white man in our business. No. Take care of your children and they wouldn't be in your business. Everybody just want to blame. Oh man, they ain't trying to let a black man succeed. No, that's another foolish lie. Because know why? I worked at a fast food restaurant. I still work at a fast food restaurant. I didn't work at a plant. I don't have a college degree. I don't have a vote school certificate. I work at a fast food restaurant and I worked my ass off. 80 to over 120 some hours a week so I can buy a house. And that led to me getting other houses. So I don't know what people be saying. I made money, but I had to bust my ass off. I didn't have that mentality that, oh, I'm working at a fast food restaurant because the white man got me here. No, I knew that I didn't want to go to college. I know I didn't want to go to voc school. I wanted to get a regular job. And then I lost a job. Then I got into pizza delivery. I say I needed to make money. And I started loving it. Now I'm addicted to it. I just love to deliver. But I didn't blame my woes on the man. I knew what I wanted and I worked hard for it. I could have did a better. I guess if I would have got a degree or went get to voc school, it would have been better. But at the end of the day, I knew what I didn't want to do, and I knew to get to where I wanted to get, I had to work hard for it because nobody wasn't giving me nothing. So by me not having a college degree and I didn't have a certificate of welding or carpentry, I had to work fast food and I had goals. And I say the only way I can reach these goals is I know I got to work 80 to 100 hours. And that's what I did because that's the road I led. But I did not let nobody else bring me down. I knew what I wanted. I knew what I didn't want to do. So what I didn't want to do, I had to put in the hours to get because of the lower pay. But at the end, I turned that lower paying job into a job where I could buy a home. You see what I did? I didn't come up with excuses. Talking about the white man and keeping on it. I didn't do drugs. I didn't smoke weed. I don't like nobody for doing it. But don't come in excuses when you don't pass the test. Because you got drug tests. And you fail. Or you come to an interview drunk and high. And you get mad because you don't get hired. I just hate them type of people. Blame all the excuses. Blaming the white man for this and that. People need to stop that crap and come to reality. Yes, you might hate me. Yes, you might want to call me your Uncle Tom. But I'ma speak the obvious. Black people need to stop blaming white people for their downfall. Yes, they have some race. They have racism in every race, every nationality. It's the point about it. You don't want to be around the people. If somebody want to be racist, cool. But you still got to treat them with kindness and respect. Just because they disrespect you, don't give you the right to disrespect them. Don't let them take your power. So please, stop having these excuses.
Well, welcome back. You have heard what he has said. Black people, don't blame whites for your problems. As I said earlier, I agree and I don't agree. I agree because black people, like any other group, have the power to shape their own destiny through strategic actions, self-reliance, and community building. As Asians are doing it, Latinos are doing it, maybe Indians are doing it, we as Black people, as any other community, we have ability to shape our own destiny. Okay? And we have ways to do this. He has talked a lot of things, and he's not wrong. And I will not say he's 100% right, but he's not wrong too. One of the things is about we can shape our destiny through economic empowerment. When I talk about economic empowerment, I talk about Black people supporting each other, supporting Black-owned business. You may see a Black person having his own business here, but you won't support it. I have a problem with Africans who are going to Black Americans. They don't support Black business. That's for fact. Not all of them, but Africans who are going to America or other white countries, they see the Black people who are there, they view them in a different way. And I've had complaints of a lot of Black Americans complaining that Africans are viewing them as people who don't have identity. People are crying every day, So I think we need to stop that. We need to stop that and make sure that we support each other. Africans support Black people or Black Americans. Black Americans support Africans, support Caribbeans, support, because building economic strength by circulating money within our own community, it will make sure that we have that economic empowerment. Invest in industries and infrastructure. And I tell my Black Americans, come and invest in Africa. If America is not good for you to invest, come and invest in Africa. Now, I'm saying that because a lot of white people, Asian, these other communities are investing in Africa. They know a secret that us as Black people, we don't know, or we know, but we fear. We fear because we have been lied to. We have been lied to that don't put your money in Africa. We have been lied to that there's a lot of scams in Africa. Yes, there is scams each a country, everywhere. Asian, Canada, all this continent, North America, South America, scam is everywhere. But why are you they are telling you these lies, but they are coming here and investing in Africa? You need to think of that. So don't fear investing in Africa, because it's only by investing in industry and infrastructure that will make Black people flourish, that will make Black community flourish. Now, we are blaming white people on this because they are throwing lies to us, but it's us who are perceiving those lies. It is time to stop believing what they are telling us about motherland. It is us to stop believing what they are telling us about other Black people. This narrative of Africans don't love Black Americans started by the white people that, they view you as people who don't have identity, culture, a lot of things. And we buy that, but themselves, they don't buy that. Asian, they don't buy that. Chinese, Arabs, they don't buy that. They are here in Africa making good money. Okay? Another thing is financial literacy. We need to teach each other wealth building strategy from investing to entrepreneurship. Okay? When we do that, our economic empowerment will be more. So I think he's right. We can shape our own fate. We can shape our own destiny. We don't need to blame white people. The day we will stop blaming white people is the day we will realize that we can do better. The day we will stop believing in their lies is the day we will, because yes, they lied to us about the motherland. They lied to Black Americans about the motherland. They lied to Africans about the Black Americans. Now, what do? Are we believing the lies? No. We strategize. We come up. We rise. We invest. Talk to the brothers. Talk to the cousins in the motherland. Talk to people in Caribbean. That's all we need to do. And by doing that, we will breaking down their lies. Okay? Number 2, as Black people, we need to have skills. Education and skill development. We need to have skills. Now, I will not give you this example by Black Americans. Let me give you this example using Africans, because we all are Black people. In most of African countries, we have few skills. And the few skills we have, they are taken away. Okay. Let me put it like this, not few skills. In African countries, we have skills. But these skills, they lack education. We are being denied education. So you cannot shape your skills, okay? Yes, you have skills, but you don't know how to communicate. Yes, you have skills, but you don't know how to do mathematics. So we are denied education because they know the more we are educated, the more we are the best. I'm saying we have skills because a lot of people who are working in these white countries are black people. You find them in Germany, you find them in Canada, you find them in France, you find them in Italy, you find them in America. People who have built America are black people. England are black people. So a lot of these countries are built by the skills of the black people. So we have skills, okay? Don't say that we don't have skills. We have skills. But what is happening is that we are denied the opportunity to sharpen our skills, to develop our skills. We are denied education. So as black people, we need to put, for example, in Africa, we need to put good governments that will emphasize or will strengthen the education system in Africa so that we can sharpen our skills. We need to put more of polytechnics, have people out there teach kids the skills. We need to change our learning process. Instead of us being too deep in the legs of antelope or you are learning the legs of lion, let us have skills how to build things. And that's how China is beating us up, because they have skills. They go to school, they know how to build this. The microphone I'm using is built up in China. The phone I'm using maybe in China. The stand I'm using, the light in China. Why? Is it because Africa we cannot do that? Or black people we can't do that? No, we can do that. Black Americans can do that. But they don't want to invest. They are being lied to. And the lie was this: well, you are here in America, read hard, work hard, and get money. That's a lie. A big, big lie. Now, we'll talk about that on other episode. We have to emphasize terms and technical skills. We have to teach African and black history, understand past greatness, and inspire future generation. We have to encourage critical thinking because we have to challenge the limits that we are in. Yeah. Don't live in the comfort zone. As black people, Africans, we are too into comfort zone. We have to challenge ourselves. Critical thinking. Now, we have to have political and social actions. These things I'm saying is ways of not blaming white people. And don't get me wrong. I know even the things that I'm mentioning, at the end of the day, it's being connected to the white people. Because when I talk about education and skill, white people, they don't want us Africans or black people to have skills of our own. They will take it away. They are, our education, we are denied education, and on this is their work. Okay? We have to demand policy change in political stance. Okay? Push to promote equality or equity and access. We have to support strong leadership, like what Ibrahim Traore is doing right now. He is sharpening the skills of Burkinabe people. Those who are doing farming, who knows to do something. He is sharpening them by giving them what they need, empowering them, and having them to good access to new technology. So support strong leadership, elevate leaders who have the vision and ambition of self-sufficiency. As black people, I'm talking about those in Africa more so. We have to have something we call community organization, build local institution to address issues directly. Number 4, what we need to do as black people, instead of blaming white people, we need to do this. We need to have unity. We need to have unity. And when I see people commenting on my video that I don't do videos of Africans, I do of black Americans, it pains me a lot. Because what I'm doing is a Pan-African move, is unity. I need to unite with my people. I need to unite with my other black brothers. And if you don't want me to unite with black Americans, then one way or the other, maybe you should stop watching. That's the only way you can deny me talking about my brothers. I'm not talking about black Americans because there is something I'm achieving that is not right. As far as there is maybe additional things someone is achieving, but a lot of us African content creators, we are doing these videos because we want to connect. We are connecting. And the only way to have unity is to bring black people together, is to have black Americans back to Africa, is to support Caribbeans back to Africa, because that's the only way. Okay? We have to build global black network. That's what we need to do. Unite across Africa, Caribbeans and diaspora collectively to have this strength. We as Africans, we need to connect with black Americans just to end this topic of blaming white people each and every day. Because at the end of the day, blame game will not feed us. We need to come forward, invest, unite, have strength, take over, then we move. Understand? You get that? Break the division, end tribalism, end colorism, end internal conflict within black people. You hear what I'm saying? End division, end conflicts between Africans and black Americans. By doing this, we will stop complaining about white people. We need to have self-sufficient and innovation. Yeah, I know black Americans, a lot of you are innovative. Some of Africans too are innovative. We need to control food production and renewable energy sources. When someone who controls food controls the world at large. Africa, black people, we need to control food production. Okay? We need to lead future industries instead of being consumer. We need to be the one who are producing things, man. You hear what I'm saying? We need to produce more than consuming. Producing this will make other people depending on us. And those other people are the other races. We need to wake up. Okay? We need to reduce foreign dependency. Develop local solutions. As Africans, we need to develop local solutions. We got everything. We got natural resources. We have farms. We have oils. Oh my God. We can do farming. We can do fishing. We can do mining. We have a lot of resources. So we need to stop depending on foreigners. By that, we'll stop blaming white people. I know everything that I'm talking at the end of the day still connect to white people, because about reducing foreign dependency, we are getting bad leadership and they are being lied that get these loans, IMF loans. No, we move on depending on them for their support. Okay? They are exploiting us. They are colonizing us. And by doing this, we as Africans or black people, we cannot even raise our head. And I know this is because of bad leadership. But when we get a good leadership that can take us to Canaan, you get what I'm saying? We need to have family and community building, strengthen families, promote responsible fatherhood, strong marriages, and community accountability. And that's what this guy was talking about. Fatherhood is not in blacks' lives. Black children, they lack this fatherhood. For example, I can tell you my example. Personally, I lacked fatherhood, and I lack up to now the fatherhood because father wasn't a figure in my growing up to now. So I can say has played a bigger role in shaping how I am today. Okay? But that does not hinder me of becoming someone. It haven't hindered me of becoming Kenyan beast. Haven't hindered me of becoming who I am. I'm talking to you here not because of my father or because of my family. It's because of I decided to be a strong African man and fight for what I need to fight for and fight my way to the community. It's hard as a black human being, it's hard as a person to grow without fatherhood, to grow without family unity, to grow without mentorship and role models, you have mental health and emotional damage, but it's good. Not all of people will stand up and try to swim their way out, but we just need to push. So we need to have what we call self-determination as black people, okay? And that's the only way we can end this complaining about white people every day. I know at the end of the day, everything I've mentioned has the hand of black people or white people in it, because exploitation in African countries have led to poverty. Exploitation, okay? It has led to poverty. Colonization, slavery has led to black people to, we have that wealth gap. We didn't own anything. We are struggling. When you go to look for jobs as black Americans, there is this inequality, low wages. You need to work a lot of hours for you to get something. So as far as we are trying, we are going back to the white people. So that's why I choose these two answers. Yes, this guy is correct, but again, he's wrong, because he's correct because all the things he has said is right. He's wrong because all the things I said is connected to the white person. So I think at the end of the day, we will blame slavery, we will blame colonization, we will blame racism, we will blame discrimination, okay? And this is under white supremacy. So I think white people, what we need to do is to support each other. That's the main thing we need to do. Support each other. Tell me what you think on the comment section about this video. Until next episode, peace out.